from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be. The world awaits to receive you.
All right, surprise, surprise. Look who popped up on the scene, big baby. Y'all know, I was sitting there. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. There's no way that I'm going to miss or not be live streamed for Miss Henyard allegedly grand finale, okay? We haven't heard anything from Henyard, and according to this agenda right here, if she shows up again, she's going to start some cotton picking trouble. Okay, just put this on the screen real quick before we tune into the DOLTON meeting. I'm gonna let y'all chill out and watch it. My commentary is gonna be at a minimum. I just want to see how she goes out with a bang today. You know what she do? She never ceased to amaze us. Henyard never ceased to amaze us. So here's a few things on the agenda I want to highlight is some lawsuits that's going to be going down, guys. Also, they're going to be talking about 2 settlements and TAK, you know, St. Patrick's finally going to get the license. It seems like they have a lot of names. I don't know why, but they got a lot of business. But I'm not going to say anything. They black because we black people have 15 businesses. I'm not mad as long as you're doing things correctly. But what really opened my eyes is this. There's no way. There's no way. And I had to keep looking back up at the agenda. Oh, you see, I think it's me too. Look, it says February. Anybody got the new agenda? Anybody? I went on the DOLTON website. Let me go right back on it. I did that again. I'm like, wait, I know she is not about to put Solomon up there. While I get the agenda, the real agenda, because that one, what I just showed y'all, I'm going to be honest, that document that I just showed y'all is important and still, because it has 191 pages. And it seems like this is the up-to-date board meeting package. So this is something that I'm going to go through just to see if there's some highlights or some key moments while we're going through the dirt and the mess with the goons. So this packet I have is good. It's off the website, but I thought it had the latest one at the top. So while we wait for the meeting to get started, we're going to put it on the screen now. Today, we're going to cross our fingers. We're going to be using the DOLTON trustees page. Okay. So if you're not tuned into them now, you can tune into them later or whatever. You know what we do here. We want to do, talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Levi style, you know what we do. This is going to be good if she do show up. So let me find the agenda. I'm going to take myself off the screen. We're going to play a little bit of music. I'm going to give them the respect. This is the DOLTON trustee page. So I'll make sure that I have that thing on the screen. And it was just, I'm like, it's just no way. It's no way that we're going to miss it tonight live. So I guess he's getting his picture together. It looked like a good angle. They have some music playing, but what I'm going to do is play our little music because I don't know if I don't want to get copywritten. Okay, guys. So we are tuned in. I have just 2 more things to do. So I'm going to take myself off the screen and we're going to put a little bit of, house music on, not no Hebrew music, a little background music. Was that good? Let me see. Is this one good? I think that one good, right? Until then, get in the comments. Let me know what you expect tonight to happen. What you expect to be the outcome of this. I'm praying that the village adult and residents get exactly what they need to make their community better. Y'all know how I feel. All right. They should be starting in a few minutes, guys. So I'm gonna take myself off the screen. Please bear with me. I have something to do real quick. I'll be right back. Please hit the like buttons, get in the comments. You know that I'm gonna put your comments up there. That is part of the broadcast. We love to hear what you have to say. Show them what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Show them that y'all ain't trolls. That everybody in the audience ain't here for the mess. That y'all literally grow from the shit that we watch. Let me get off the screen. I love y'all. Hey, guess what? I got the agenda. Let me just turn this down real quick. It'll be starting in a few. And guess what? Didn't we just, I know y'all love me. I love y'all too. They look like they're going to try to approve Pablo. Oh, snap, dog. Look at it, y'all. Levi family. We got the 8 ball. Hold on. So this is the right one, okay? I know I ain't tripping. This ain't March 3rd. I got the right one up, y'all, now. This packet included it. The one I had put up didn't. Check it out. I was like, okay, what we got going on here? We're gonna look at this proposed Class A classification, certain properties. We're gonna go into that when we do our deep dive tomorrow. But yeah, hold on. Where did I see Pablo's? There we go. I know I ain't tripping. Motion to override Mayor Henyo's de facto veto of Pablo's Cafe liquor license. Uh-huh. Yes. So we got the 8 ball, y'all. As soon as we start talking about something, just get on the agenda. I appreciate it. You know, that's God. And we're gonna go over this settlement tomorrow too, as well. Ms. Johnson, I believe that dealt with the employment, one of the employee ease issues that we went through. We're gonna recheck that to see if that was the one that was filed with Miss Williams and Johnson at the same time, because there's two Williams case. The Williams that dealt with the protest, and the other Williams that had to do with being fired. Okay, so I was like, oh snap! All right, so those are two of the highlights for right now. We're gonna put the meeting back on the screen. And I think we should be starting soon. Shout out to the DOLTON trustees. And y'all know I'm going to get my butt on the screen because I don't like to be an emoji. Let me just get my coffee. Thank you. I'm running back and forth because I just went with the spirit today. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to keep the volume at a decent. Let me know if it's too loud. I just went with the spirit today and said, let me just get started. I can't miss this. And you know, Miss Missy might pop up. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to one of my favorite fave, Honeymoon. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Spread the love and grace and the truth at the same damn time. How about that? Let me get my coffee together, y'all. I'm gonna let this rock out, and I'll be putting y'all comments on the screen. Okay, mostly this gonna be y'all night, unless Tiffany do something that shocked the hell out of me. And welcome everyone, all the new visitors. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Please put your notifications on and check us out on your down days because we be doing long documentary style lives, but they be good. Blessing Anna, blessing Miss Ellis. Oh, they got the popo there, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's the fire department. Okay. Well, they better have a popo here too.
Awesome day in the village of Dalton.
Right.
All right. So to be consistent, we still have to give an amount of time for Mayor Henyard to determine whether or not she will be present. What the board would like to do in the interim is we will be going into executive session, so that way we can get some of those action items as we await. So we will be calling the meeting to order. We'll go directly into executive session, and then we'll come back out. There is not a lengthy executive session, so I would anticipate it shouldn't be much longer than 15, 20 minutes. All right. So that being said, I'll ask Deputy Clerk Montgomery if you can please call the roll for the quorum.
Good evening, everyone. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Present.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Present.
Trustee Norwood.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Present.
Trustee Holmes is absent. And Trustee Belcher.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Next, I'll ask for a motion to go to executive session. Is there a motion?
Motion. I motion.
Motion, Trustee Norwood, second by Trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion? Hearing none, Deputy Clerk, please call roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
And Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
All right, we'll stand in executive session. We'll be back as quickly as possible.
All right, y'all. This is what I just want to highlight. What I did notice is that this executive session, it says discussion regarding the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance. Now listen to this, because if anyone, hold on, let me take this off the screen. Let me come on the screen. Honeymoon. I know y'all watched my special where we talked about the unhinged police department, and there were particular topics that I have a printout of because I want to hit these topics, so I made sure. And one of the things that I said directly is the liability and preventative measures that the village of Dolton should take, to mitigate what may happen. Okay, I got the proof, I got the paper. And when I look at this agenda, let's just put it on real quick. And I'm like, one, is somebody getting fired? Okay, because every time they go back to talk about somebody employment, discussions, employment, somebody seems to get fired. So I'm not sure. But this discussion regarding pending, improbable, or imminent litigations, And that is what highlighted to me. And I'm like, wow, that's great. Because that's something that we mentioned here. And that's something that I was saying will help them be proactive if they see any risk factors. And that comes from complaints, that comes from, trends that's going on in the police station. 8 ball, 8 ball, 8 ball. I am so grateful. We keep doing our thing over here. I don't know if the little birdie just put it out there, but I definitely know that is one of my key points that I have on this. I got 6 key points. Is the pre, the mid, and the end point of having all of these lawsuits in Dolton. So I make sure when I talk about Alexis, I bring that up so the trustees can hear from a legal perspective what they probably could do, or what position they in. So I was like, oh snap. So y'all think somebody gonna get fired? Put it in the comments. Why are they going over that ordinance right there? Or that law right now? Well, that's the law. That's the law right there. So go ahead, get into the comments and let me know when we go back to the video and watch it. I was like, oh, snap, y'all. God be the glory. God be the glory. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Shout out to all the Dolton residents. I can name these people by sight. Look at Miss Roberts and Thelma. Oh, God. I pray that this is a good meeting and they get through everything. And it does look like Henyard not going to show up. And that's, in a way, I'm a little disappointed. Not because I want to see the mess, but I know Tiffany is a fighter to the end. And it's a little weird. So, like I said, mentally, I hope she's doing well. She put up a big fight for all of these 3 years, 4 years. And somehow in her brain, Tiffany believed she was right. Now I'm just saying, I deal with mental patients. Even a skips patient think they right in what they do. So I'm not judging that. But what I am judging is that, she is a human being, and I wonder what's going on with her, because she's usually, like I said, fight them until I don't know. She fall on the ground. Tiffany gonna keep fighting. So I'm just surprised. No video, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I do think we do have to pay attention to other seats that's open right now. We'll probably look into that. Or what she's doing is her and Kamal preparing to go to jail. They like, let's make love every day, baby, just every day, because we are not going to see each other. Solitary confinement. Let me get off the screen real quick. I got my coffee. I got everything I need. So let's just let this play out. I'm gonna put y'all comments on the screen again. Thank you for being with us. And I think we have a lot of content to divulge. We still got a lot, even if it's gonna be messy. I'm gonna crack hella jokes, but yeah, we got a lot to divulge. So please put your notifications on. As I stated, we may not be in the same vibe of every other station, which is a good thing, but we is gonna keep the block hot. Okay, I got some lineups that I've been really trying to get done, but every time I turn around, it was just messy. Something was happening that we just had to talk about. So I think I'm just pretty much pooped, and I think a lot of people are. I know I am, but I ain't giving up on y'all. And shout out to Dolton clerk. And look, I make so much freedom of information requests. Public access know me, and they nice too. So let me just give y'all a heads up, because we're gonna be talking about this later. I made a freedom of information request just to verify that Officer Carlton still get paid, work for Dolton. I did verify that on a public access website as well as the police search website. But I made this request in January. And then when they finally gave me the request back, it said no findings. I put his first name, last name, and his police number. I was a little surprised. So then I sent the request into public access, and they was like, "Yeah, we're very familiar with your request. So what's the problem with this? Are you saying that this person works there?" And I said, "Yes, baby." And I showed them the proof. I was like, "Yes, I do believe so." So they following up. I don't Dalton like, oh, but I told y'all I'm gonna still come no matter who's in the house. You know, don't let me love somebody. I'm like Tiffany. I'm gonna fight till we on the ground. You know what I'm trying. You know what I'm trying. Fighting for the resident. Fighting for Alexis. I'm fighting for my freedom. Let me stop. I love y'all. Blessings. Hey, Deb. Okay, 28 in the house. Thank you. Yes. You know, any number is good because we always get our playbacks. So I'm straight with it. You see what I'm saying? I'll be here if it's one person and crack hella jokes. Or I record and act like I'm making just a recording while it's live. Kill what is it? Two birds with one stone? Mm-hmm. Y'all know what it is. Love you guys. I hope they start the meeting, and I hope they tell us who they possibly gonna fire. Do you think they're gonna fire somebody? Let me look at this real quick. I was just about to pull something up, and then I started talking. I think I got Karen Johnson's lawsuit. Yeah, I think this has to do with the fired worker. Yep, it was with the Shemaya Williams and Karen Johnson, and that was the third lawsuit that was filed by a former Thornton Township. There was a human resource manager that. So hold on, they were fired by. Oh, okay. They were fired by Sharonda Tracy. Let me write that name down. You see how God is. Hey, let me show y'all what I was looking at. I was like, hey. I found the lawsuit that they trying to settle do have to do with Miss Williams. I just had the case up real quick. Not the case, the article. But I just saw another name, y'all. We're gonna add that to the list of who is that. So who the hell is Sharonda Tracy? Human resource manager. Now you need to know better. Now this Thornton Township. I told y'all we gotta pay attention. Big baby. Human resource, you know better. I'm gonna see who she is. So anyway, this is the two lawsuits were found among the village of Dolton by former village employees Shemaya Williams and Karen Johnson. I'm just trying to get see which one is this. It says claims Henyard and her political allies has smeared her reputation by falsely accusing her of fraud and theft. A village aiming a particular contingent political campaign. We're gonna get into this. Y'all know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get in. Look at Miss Fugly over there, just gone. Where you at, girl? Where you at? We're gonna get into this. Possibly tomorrow, Wednesday. We're doing our deep dive. Oh yeah, we still got some people to look up. Names popping up. Y'all better be like, do y'all still got a Sandra Tracy? Because she wasn't smart enough not to fire these two people, which led to a lawsuit. Tell me I'm tripping, y'all. I know me, I'm petty. I'm gonna be petty, especially when you're doing wrong. Um, Let me see if someone else live too. I like this shot. Everything pretty much cool. That's what I like. But I want to see if Miss Alicia Nicole. You know I like Miss Nicole. She be over there talking about shoes and all types of stuff. Her. Just gonna see what she got going on. I was not supposed to go live. I couldn't help it. I almost got drained out from all of the nonsense. There she go. All right, I'm trying to see the room. I knew it. She was gonna show the room. Let me put it on real quick. Now, I hope too. Let me put Miss Nicole shot because I want y'all to see a different shot angle too. Shout out to Miss Nicole. You know, I got love for her. I like her.
Ramblers. That looks like their colors. I don't know Minnesota's colors were that.
It looked like a decent crowd. I wanted to see the crowd. I knew they were going to show the crowd. They look like they got a decent crowd there. I, I pray that they keep it up.
Oh, look who's here for Alicia. There he is.
Oh, my baby. I knew it. Yeah. We going to put the pressure on, dog.
Sunday paper.
Justice for my baby.
Miss Price. Wow, y'all know how I feel about my shiro.
Justice for Alexis. Y'all know. All right, y'all. That was a surprise, but not a surprise because she did tell me that she was going. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I didn't call it a day like, you going? I just said, and then something said, I said I wasn't going to go live. No, I'm about to go live. Something going to happen. And it was like, girl, you know that she's going to show up and make them remember. Okay. And I do have an update for you guys about, you know, the letter that I sent in to the trustees in-house. Okay. We won't update you today, but we will update you. Okay. Just know that Grace Levi, when I have my eyes on the prize, is not going to stop. If I have a goal, we're going to push it. And just know that God got his hands on it. And I think things beautifully is going to work out with everything. Not just Carver, not just Alexis, but the residents. Just now I know a little bit. And then the Holy Spirit telling me she look a little crazy. But it's going to come together well. Okay? Shout out to Miss Alicia. We switched the string. That's how God is. We switched the string right on time. And guess who we saw? I was like, I want to see who in the room. And we got to see one of my best friends. She's an amazing person. I do want to give y'all a little bit, you know, a little, I just want to tell y'all how amazing and how strong Miss Carver is. Beyond this situation, we are all people who have been through things in life, and you know when you just keep striving and life just be on life, and I live it. I be trying to, some things be rolling off my mouth, and I'll be telling y'all my drama a little bit. Just know that that's for everybody. We just saw Dinesh divulge his, you know, cancer status. He's still coming out of his remission. Is not that it's going, and to have to be in the thick of this, or in the thick of life, is hard. So I'm so proud of her. She's so amazing. Her business is moving forward. As I mentioned to you guys, and she mentioned to you directly, she almost lost her business behind it. And if y'all don't know, she's a speech therapist for autistic kids. We have a lot of autistic kids in the United States, undiagnosed, especially in lower income areas. As I told you, I was a young child, undiagnosed, not with autism, but dyslexia. I didn't figure that out till I was in college years old. I worked my way through it because I was such a striver and made it, figured out how my brain learned. But there are people who need specialists. There's people who need these type of programs, and she actually does it. And there's not a lot of us, and I'm going to have to say that, Black women and Black men that own those type of companies. So God has given her the glory, and I'm just making a segment about Carver because I know she's going to go up there. God has blessed her to start to bounce back. Just know when I check on her, and I'll be like, how you doing, boo? How you doing? Just tell me what you're doing. And she sent me a picture of some crazy looking speech therapy thing. I'll be like, girl, you're going to have to teach me about these autistic kids too. Also, as I tell you, autistic kids is a lot. It's even in, like, with my private duty, I have encounters with autistic kids, and I have to learn. The spectrum is so wide from behaviors or the way they function or how to deal with them. That so we just pray that everything come together. Dalton get resources that they need. Yeah. As I say that, it look, dude. Keith Freeman motion to approve global settlement agreement. Dalton professional firefighters. I'm just want to make sure. I want to look at something. Discussion about approval of CDBG capital improvement application. That's what I want to know. What the hell is that? We ain't about to play with you. What is that? Village engineering. Okay. What is that? I'm picky right now for Dalton. Y'all not about to play. You're not about to bring what Missy calls a shit factory. You're not about to bring another one of them in there. The meeting didn't start yet. But let me switch over to where the meeting at. Shout out to Miss Nicole. She got the best of it, the best clip. But here, item B, it says discuss. I can show you guys. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot and just so I can pop it on the screen instead of having to switch things over. Oh my God! I was just about to say. Didn't I say I wasn't gonna say her name? Oh my God! Do y'all hear that? That's the call of the wild. Y'all know who that is? Fuck! I gotta go back to the thing. That's Trina. Oh. Shit, let me go back to Nicole. Something happened to y'all. Fuck, I can't go Trina again.
She's so. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just a little. Y'all said sorry. Yeah, here she comes disrupting stuff. She's an ignorant bee, and that's Trina Downs.
I knew she was coming though. I meant to tell y'all. Yes, y'all heard it.
Out there just acting a fool for no reason, like it's cute or something.
Tiffany ain't coming. Trina said, I'm coming to tear shit up.
Oh, thank you again, dear.
Now, I saw the live, and it's so funny because Trina things don't pop up on my feed a lot at all. I couldn't find her. And then it popped up, and she like driving or something, and I see her on her way. She's showing everything, the little street that has everything on it. And I was like, "Oh, that's good," because I would probably want to use this piece of clip and then use a map to show y'all what I'm gonna show y'all later on. But I said, "Is she going to the meeting? Is she going to the meeting?" So they told her to leave. You know she's gonna file a complaint. Well. At least it ain't Harvey. I'm gonna keep it real because if you had that jigger, he would have gave her a $500 fine and locked the ass up. Yeah, that's the shit that's going on over there. They weird, but this Trina, bad girl. Over the VA. I'll have to take it back to this one.
Okay. Oh, Black Beauty. Thank you for the love. That's so sweet.
We just missed Trina. We heard the yelling. So we got all of her yelling. And then we just saw her walking out. I should have probably just stayed here a few more minutes more. We would have caught that too, y'all. That is ridiculous. Our hint goes. It's so like I can't make an assumption on who is who, but everybody got their own way of like approaching things, and you make your assumption. But that shit is not acceptable, no matter what side you on. That is the problem. It makes people intimidated. Well, Clean House 25 people from Dalton Pot, them always ain't put. They ain't even intimidated about nothing. It's rock. They can handle Trina ass. So, but it's still either way. You see, one side setting up fights and the other side supporter, like they the same some way. But yeah, Trina, that's unacceptable. She know it. But whatever. At this point, I think this race is in the bag. Possibly, by the way it looks, we still have, like I said, 28 days. Yeah, 27 days. Yep, probably. How know I done mess with this lady all that time, and I'm like, uh-oh, God, what's wrong with her? I told y'all that's my Haitian side. My people in Haiti, they say what they want. I grew up out here, but my house, we say what we want. Sometimes it get a little, and then you know you don't see the person for a while. You go right, where is he at? You want some beans and rice? So I know that sounds dysfunctional, and that's not what I like. But that's how it is out there too, because them politics be switching over around. Like I like you today, don't like you tomorrow. You on my team. So that's why I understood what was going on with those to the dysfunction, but it's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? This we too far to keep doing it, and we in a fucked up situation as American citizens, not just Dalton. So at this point, I like cracking jokes, you know what we're gonna do, but baby, we making plans. Cause somehow we're gonna have to band the fuck together eventually. You know what I'm saying? Has she lost her suburbs yet? Has she lost her suburb sub her suburban yet? I do apologize. I couldn't even get it out. I want to see because that was something that they visited a long time to take her Tahoe away. I got tongue tied there. I do apologize. Maybe I'll make a freedom of information request. Maybe like, they're gonna get them. They're gonna be like, I'm tired of her. Put Grace back in the mess so she can stop fucking freedom of information us. Fuck this. Let her just talk shit about anything. But maybe I can. Because we haven't heard anything about the Tahoes or the cars that they were taking back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then they did allegedly have Melanie Fitness up for sale. Nobody want to buy it. That's why I really think they need to change it into a children YMCA, a community center, and dedicate it to Alexis, baby, or at least put it in her honor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, throwing that out there. Can't wait to hear Carver. When are they going to start this? How much longer we got to wait for Henyard the bird? Right. This is a little bit too long. They in closed session too. Okay. That's why it's taking a little bit long. Y'all think they firing something? Look at her. Hey. Hey, girl. Thank you for letting me use your live. I don't know what she talking about, but hey. Let me take off the screen. I'm gonna go to the trustees live. I'm gonna let her address her audience. Y'all know how that is. I appreciate her. Miss Nicole. We'll see Mr. Steve pop in and out the screen. You know what I'm saying? See what he talking about. I gotta write that down. I don't know. I got my list of things. So I'm trying to make the freedom of information request as less invasive as possible and a less annoying. Because when you keep sending them so much, you become a nuisance. So I kind of want to put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about the police cars. So I could talk about. I'm just gonna see about the enterprise cars. How about that? Enterprise cars agreement and what's going on with that. I think that'll sum that all up because they did have the police vehicles and other town vehicles. So yeah, I think that'll work. I ain't trying to have them curse me out. They'll talk about this, bitch. Don't teach me how to do something. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, baby. I'm glad Trina did go. I like you. I love you, Trina. Y'all know I got affinity for bad behavior somehow. That's how I got caught in the first stuff at the beginning. But I do have boundaries. I do have a line. I ain't time for the headache today. I ain't want to hear all that. I just want to see Tiffany. I want to see. I'm about to call her. Don't she got her number on her stuff? I saw it. It's probably not the right number. Like, doo-doo-doo. The number you have called. Can't pay your bills, huh? Because at one point they was all like, call me. Y'all remember everybody was like, call me. My number is. When they started getting them damn calls from outside, they was like, fuck that. We ain't playing with these people. Keep calling our phone. Everybody was calling off of YouTube and shit, trying to act like they residents. Let me stop. I'm cracking jokes. But she did say, "Watch her come back." I think she did make a post though. That's not good enough for me. I, no, you know what it is? I'm gonna just say this. You know, I gotta take it biblically. Jesus was with the bad people. He was in there with the prostitutes, bringing them to Jesus, bringing them to God. Well, Jesus wasn't bringing them. Yeah, he was bringing them to Him. The Creator was through Him. But yeah, that's where you go. Even when in church, the church is full of sinners trying to get saved, and some of them get saved in the process, and some bring the mess. So I gotta like the naughty people to a certain extent, but my boundaries, when shit get too much, I don't play. I'm not about to play with you. There's only so much. I told you I not had some patience that was terrible. Nobody would touch them. Not even the CNA. Yelling, cursing people out. They get bitch coming there. I said, let me tell you something. You can't be on this call about every 5 minutes. And you know, everybody out here, not even the CNA, is going to touch you, and she won't get fired for it. Everybody won't get fired for it. So that says a lot. I'm your last straw. You're going to have to get it together. We're going to work together, have a good night, and make it happen. But all of this, so what's wrong, baby? And then they'll tell me, oh, my son did it. Then they'll just talk to me. So I am used to the bad people, you know, and they just come out like diarrhea. And that's why I said I don't want to interview, because I have talked, and we just talk, even good people. I just talk and it just come out. So yes. But that me, I'm keeping close to me, girl. Obviously, you see. I'm in the house by myself. I wish they come out of this meeting. I'm here just talking to y'all, having a conversation. Tell me how y'all doing today. I'm about to be like Miss Nicole. What's on your mind? Tell me where you're from. And why you like Dalton. What made you watch this whole escapade for all of these months? Let me know. Yeah, oh, They they last hurrah, Kimberly? they had they last hurrah? I don't know. She probably is. No. It's the block is hot. Something is bubbling up. Something is bubbling up. I don't think she's on vacation. Hope Andrew Holmes get charged with R-ing, because those charges will be out in Vegas, not Illinois. You know, I was hoping that the second time around, what they went to pull for, the internet exchange of, you know, the pictures, I really thought that that was strong. I really thought they have federal laws based on that, because it's so funny and touch and go, and I don't know the specifics of all of the case, but I've read the case, the lawsuit. You know, we read that. So at this point, since it's been so long, I would I will hope and assume, or I would think that they should pursue that. That is right there in the open. His voice transmitted. You could get the cell towers, all types of evidence. You see what I'm saying? So, and I just feel like a true investigation into Andrew Holmes needs to be done, like a true one that is going to expose all of these girls that's been allegedly talking about him for years. Now, like I said, I could remember, but I didn't know these people. I didn't pay attention to Andrew Holmes or this person or that person when it was around the Kanika time. I literally kind of like watched a few videos, had that little premonition thing, cried, fell in love with Miss Kanika, and you know, all said was done. And then we come back to here, and I'm like, oh, these people look familiar. Oh, I remember the video where they said that motherfucker, because I called him a crypt keeper before Andrew Holmes. I said, that nigga looks scary. But I didn't pay mine. But it was a lot of videos where they were saying reckless things that it was on. When they say demon time, demon time. Because what I was hearing about Chicago and the police station and all of the things, like They gang and task force unit was kidnapping drug dealers. It was meeting about to start, y'all. It was real. And Andrew Holmes' names was allegedly tied up in all that. So we about to shut up about that, but I hope you go to jail. Let's go. Thank you, honey. Like they back. All right, shut up.
Okay, thanks everybody for their patience. I'm gonna ask the board if we have a motion to reconvene this meeting.
I make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion from trustee Belcher, second from trustee Norwood. Deputy clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Present.
trustee Stanley Brown,
Here.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
trustee Holmes is absent. Quorum is established.
Okay, we will, so as the time is, what do we got?
Time is 7:06.
7:06. Okay, Mayor Henyard still not present, so we will continue with this meeting, beginning with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'll ask all that we stand and face the flag for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I'll ask trustee Stan Brown if he can lead us in prayer.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. I say of the Lord, he is our refuge and our fortress. My God, in him we will trust. Surely he shall deliver us from the snares of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. I ask for the blessings, Lord, of the past and the present and for the future. I say, brothers and sisters, let's wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he will strengthen our hearts. Amen.
Amen. Okay, next we have our public comments. So we'll ask anybody that has comments for this body, please come up to the podium. We have 3 minutes, and I will give gentle reminders along the way.
I'm gonna just say Stan remix.
Good evening, everyone. All right. I just want to say, I talked to, is she still here? Cassandra? She's not here. Okay. I asked her a simple question, which she could not answer. And unfortunately, I got the runaround. I wish she was here. I got a spiel. She couldn't answer my question, but she wanted to overtalk me. And I asked her, can you just answer my question? What is it that you believe these trustees have done wrong? Because you keep saying that they're crooked, they've done something wrong, but you are not telling me anything. She cuts me off again. She can't give me an answer. So I politely say, okay, you want to talk over me? You want to answer my question? You're doing a Henyard on me. What did I say that for? The lady called me a little girl, told me basically to get a life. So anybody that's running as a candidate for the mayor, you would think that person will want to address your question, give you an answer. You would think that person would want you to know what their platform is instead of being combative with them. I have high anxiety, and that woman is causing the same anxiety as the outgoing mayor, and I can't deal with nobody like that. So that's all I have to say, people. I'm sorry. I have to get that out because I still have anxiety. So thank you all for listening.
I'm sorry, babe.
Thank you.
I love my trustees.
Sorry.
Soon to be mayor.
Good evening. my Dalton neighbors, our acting mayor and trustees. I have a concern, I know it will be solved tonight, but about my water bill. The current one I got has no previous consumption, no current, and an amount. I went back, this is not the first time because I had another bill, the same thing, it's identical. Well, I won't say it's identical. Also has it identical to a year ago. So I brought copies. I want it to go on record that I am questioning the bill that I have now. I'm going to submit copies to the village for them to take a look and explain to me first how these numbers came about. Secondly, to make a correction, because I know there has to be a correction in the bill. I'm not paying anything until I get an explanation. I can't remember offhand. I think the due date is March 17th for payment of my water bill. But nothing's going to get paid until I get an answer and until I get a correction in my water bill. I'm sick of this. Like I said, this is the second time I paid the other one that I got that was the same date. I also ran across another period. I didn't bring that for an identical period a year before that. So I just want that to be known, and I'm going to submit copies or whatever I see, I guess, to the trustees or whatever.
Okay. And Ms. Barber, if I can, because we definitely do not want you to pay anything until you get an explanation. Would you be able to give a copy to the administrator in the back?
Yes. Yes.
Can we get an 8-ball in the audience every time when we do that, honeymoon? Didn't we just talk about the water bill?
Good evening. My name is Beth. I am a resident of the village of Dalton. I am standing in strength and in faith that the issue regarding Andrew Holmes will be dealt with in a very fair manner that has not occurred yet. There has been some court issues involving Andrew Holmes, and I am asking tonight, as a survivor who has survived, and I'm standing with Fania Dukes, who is also a survivor. I'm standing in strength, and I'm asking Andrew Holmes to resign his position as trustee of the village of Dalton. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Just want to first congratulate Clean House in this slate, but also, I really want to take the time to point out a few people that were so instrumental. And I know that the slate, they do it every chance they get, but for the first board meeting post-election, I just want to shout out Sherry Britton, Thelma Price, Dan Lee, Beth McBride, Gabe Solo, just everyone that really had a hand in this race. It couldn't have been done without all of you and me. I volunteered a little bit too. But the outcome, the whole feeling that I have right now is just completely different. It's relaxed. It's just different. And it was so refreshing to have this young lady who was on here before me talk about her water bill. That's refreshing. That's what these board meetings used to be like. So to get back to that, even that sense of normalcy is a victory. Stan Brown, I want to talk about Stan because Stan, I love Stan, y'all. I don't care what has transpired. Stan is trying to do the right thing, and you have to support people when they're trying to do the right thing, no matter what. We've all fallen short, but Stan is here. He shows up. Look who's not here. Those are the ones you need to be worried about, the ones that aren't showing up or that are afraid to show up. So Stan, the man, Steppin' Stan, we are good. And I just want you to know that. And I'm just excited about this slate and moving forward. We're not done yet. We do have one, another election cycle. Thank you for the young lady that spoke about the other candidate. I've also tried to just approach her very diplomatically, just to kind of get her opinion. And I was met with, I disdain, I guess is about the word, not towards me, but towards the administration that she would ultimately have to work with. So, be very calculated in your decision making. Please get involved and stay involved. Tea with the trustees last time was great. Looks like this meeting, and I don't know if it's because people are expecting that Tiffany wouldn't be here, but stay involved. She's not the reason why you guys need to be here. It's so much bigger than that. But please continue to stay involved. Come to the meetings. If you can't make it to the meetings, come with Tea with the trustees and get to know your board. Get to know, what they want to do, what they're doing, and how you can help. So that's all I want to say. Clean house, and thank you, everybody, including me.
All right. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today?
Good.
All right. I'm going to put this down where I can really speak. I wrote what I had to say down. I was very inspired this morning doing my meditation to share this with you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Giving glory and honor to God first, and then to our newly elected, I'm saying mayor, the trustees and staff, and everyone at the sound of my voice. Now, it was said, it was said by the beloved Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was said by the beloved Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that people will be judged by their character. He also said the true measure of a man is not how he behaves in moments of comfort and convenience, but how he stands at times of controversy and challenges. I applaud Mayor Pro Tem Jason House for being that man of character. Give him a hand, everybody. I don't know who that is. Now I want to say the slogan of choice for this administration's campaign, Clean House, is very timely. Many women here and some men may know about what cleaning a house really means. Now, all clutter, garbage, and unnecessary items must go. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So moving forward, let us begin our clean house by throwing away all unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment so that the village hall or wherever we may meet will have the sweet smelling fragrance of peace, love, respect, and unity. Now, let us not esteem past discrepancies, unlawful actions, and unwise leadership. Let us move forward with hearts of understanding that vengeance belongs to God, and He takes care of our enemies in His way and His time. Let us believe that the atmosphere has shifted and the light is shining brightly over Dalton.
I'm gonna knock my.
Rise again.
I apologize.
Healing and restoration will come. I pray that cleaning house will mean our new administration will intentionally operate in the spirit of unity. Be covenant keepers by holding fast to the promises and vision you make towards yourselves, each other, and the people you serve. But last but not least, remember that even the smallest accomplishments we make, that God alone receives the glory.
Thank you.
I don't know who that is. Miss Honeymoon. I have no idea.
Good evening. My name is Ethel Wilkins, and I have been a resident of Dalton for 30 years. Working, I couldn't attend these meetings because I did what? I worked 12 hours a day. Since retiring, I've made it my business to try to come in to the community meetings and now to this village meeting. Business at hand, St. Patrick's Restaurant, 15022 South Lincoln. Is that business supposed to be open?
No, the business is not currently open. They've had a few invite-only events, but they are not currently open for business. Additionally, I will add that they will be present at tea with the trustees to have further discussion with the community about their intentions, everything from parking to the street patrol to safety, that information that the community deserves to know.
Because there's many things that need to be addressed. And I'm not going to bring them up here, but for the safety, I live in that neighborhood and it has changed. Some for the better, some not. But you can tell when garbage day is, because when the cans are overfilled and that wind blows, it's all up and down the streets. But notwithstanding that, there have been many events taking place there. Not talking about the soccer dome, because now they own that. But there needs to be something done, and hopefully the Saturday we'll get some information. But until that's done, I don't think that parking lot should be filled, nor those floors with people partaking in a visit for business, because it is business. And back to the meter reading, I haven't seen a meter reader about 2 years now since the young man retired that was my meter reader for 30 years. They don't come around anymore. And you know when they come around because they leave a card, a yellow card. There isn't any cards. I haven't seen a card in 2 years. But I continue to do the best I can to call in and work with the system. I thank you.
Well, I thank you for the comment, and I will also share the water department. Well, there's numerous concerns that the village is facing, and the water department is high up there on one of them. So the meter readers, we do understand that there's far more estimated readings and actual readings not being done, and that is going to be I don't want to say a challenge. That's going to be a task that we have to tackle, and we will.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And I hope you all feel like I feel, like a fresh breeze has blown through the village of Dalton. Now, I know it's tempting, because I think I said before, we want to put the current administration in our rearview mirror. But what we have to do is resist the impulse to throw the car in reverse and stomp on the gas. Okay? Let's move forward, put this behind us, let law enforcement take care of that business. That is not our place right now, and we don't have the means to really deal with all these legal issues. So I know we all like to play Perry Mason and so forth, but the process does have to play out whether we like it or not. And as far as the water bill situation, I was also down at Village Hall today also, and I've been there before, and I do have some advice for some people that are having this problem with the estimated bills, because this was told to me by one of the employees down there. You can request a scheduled reading for your meter.
That's ridiculous.
You can do that. She suggested I do that in the last period, and I did receive a credit, and those estimated bills are off. And so if you really want to take care of that business, just make sure you got to request that reading, and they will come to your house at a designated time, and then you can get current on at least the last year or two. I can't really say how far back they go, but that is one way of dealing with that. And hopefully sometime at some point during the next, couple of months or so and so forth, we can get this permit situation straightened out. We have business permit issues, we have building permit issues, and those impact both the businesses and the residents. That's how you grow when you grow businesses. And right now they're being stifled. Because of lack of staff, we have to hire some professionals to come in here and undo all the things that have been mishandled by the current administration. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it has to get done. So hopefully as we move forward, we can put some of this stuff behind us. Because I know it is tempting, because a lot of us have a lot of pent up anger. But right now, we just have to be strategic with this.
Another 8-ball, y'all. Staffing issues. There go my boo, y'all. There we go. Shout out to Alexis. Justice for Alexis.
My name is Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef, human rights activist in Chicago. Congratulations to the City Council and the new administration is coming forward to Dalton. The cloud has hovered over the city for over 4 years now. It is now over. To the candidates and all those running, tonight is a perfect night to show leadership, commitment, and willingness to listen. Alexis Wilson was murdered by Officer Perez
Go.
in 2021 for simply being a young Black woman and a young Black female. Her life mattered.
Yes, it does.
And will always matter. No matter what we do, her soul now rests and her memory is left for those who mourn for her. Her mother, Cara, her father, Alonzo, and all her family love her. Will this family of Alexis Wilson please stand? Tonight, I want to propose before the candidates and the trustees and all who is running for office that it's now time to rename the street of Sibley, 147th Street, after the name of Alexis Wilson. To name it Alexis Wilson Boulevard. Why is this important to do? The life of Alexis Wilson put this city of Dalton on the map. The life of Alexis was the beginning that exposed the disgraceful Mayor Tiffany Henyard. It is the life of Alexis, whose life was taken and now is now a new beginning for you that you're now enduring. I hear the slogan, clean the house. You cannot clean the house until the name of Alexis is respected and honored this way. With what I'm proposing, this city owes this family to submit the name of Alexis in our own street named after her, so everyone can remember her name, and that everyone will remember the tragedy, that everyone will remember the cloud that you all endured, that was because of Alexis that you're now enjoying today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I would have hoped Cara would have went up there and spoke, but she hates speaking. She don't like speaking. I wish she would have spoke.
All right, I just wanted to come on here real quick. Number one, to say 88%. I don't know if y'all remember that she was saying that she was gonna win by a landslide, but her 82% versus his 88%, not to mention the trustees landslide, as well as the clerk's landslide on all of her slate. We just wanna, number one, give them another kudos and congratulations for taking our village back. Number two, I'm so glad that she didn't show up today and interrupt this peaceful meeting and the way that things are going. I'm super glad that Cassandra Hobson Jordan, the plant, yes, I call her that, she has left the building because she has been nothing but a distraction. I just want everybody to realize that stop entertaining her, right? We already know that she's not even probably gonna get 12% of the votes that Tiffany Henyard originally got. So we just gotta keep moving forward. We gotta make sure that we get back out to the polls because like she said, Jason House is not the mayor just yet, right? That was just to knock Tiffany Henyard off the ballot. But we still have a very important election coming up when it comes to the village of Dalton and when it comes to Thornton Township. So we have to make sure that we are still going to those polls. I believe early voting starts March 17th and April 1st is the actual election day for that. So we're not there just yet. We're almost there, but we have to make sure that this next election that he come in on a bigger landslide than 88%. So we have to make sure that we are staying focused, staying the course, and we just have to thank everybody everybody that have helped with this movement, with this Clean House 2025, because we got this. We are definitely taking our village back. And I just want to make sure that everybody remember that you still have to get out there again and vote April 1st. March 17th is early voting. So we got this Clean House 2025. Thank you, guys. Oh, and justice for Alexis Wilson. She definitely is the reason why a lot of this has started. And people have to understand her story in order to understand why we need her memory inside of the village of Dalton. I don't know exactly how, you guys can come up with something for a tribute for her, but she definitely deserves to be to have a memory in the village of Dalton. Thank you.
Okay, that will conclude citizens' comments. I want to thank everybody for the thoughtful comments today. Next, we'll go on to general announcements. Any board members have announcements at this time?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay, Trustee Tammy Brown.
Good evening, everyone. I have 2 announcements to make this evening. This Saturday, Tea with the Trustees. This Saturday, 9:30, in the same exact room, Tea with the Trustees. Awesome turnout last month. Great time. It's the time for the residents to come out and tell us what you want to see done and to happen, and for us to exchange ideas as to how we're going to move this village forward. So it's an awesome time, 9:30, networking, fellowship. We have an awesome time and an awesome turnout last month. So please, let's do even better this month in the same exact room this coming Saturday, 9:30 a.m. As I said, I expect to see everyone in this room here this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Also, Saturday was supposed to be the expungement summit. We had to cancel it with our attorneys. One of the attorneys' father passed away, and we had to reschedule the date. I will keep everyone posted as to when the next date of our expungement summit will happen. Hopefully in April. We're working on it, but I definitely will keep everyone posted. So many people have called that are interested in an expungement summit, and I'm looking forward to doing it, but I will keep everyone posted. So please, please, please look on Facebook for the Dalton trustees page and also on my page, but I will keep everyone posted as to when the next date that we will have the expungement summit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Trustee Brown. Any additional comments?
May I have the
Announcements?
record? Hello.
Yep, Trustee Belcher.
Is it on? Is it
I
on?
have to hit mine a couple times. There you go.
Good evening, everyone. 88% is an avalanche, not a landslide. April 26th is a tentative date for Recycle for Dalton. I'll be hosting a Recycle Day for the Village of Dalton. Flyers will go out. The tentative date is April 26th. And then our prayer for Dalton, or since we've been doing it quarterly, will be April 23rd. April 23rd. Our prayer for Dalton, please watch out for that flyer too. What we've been doing is trying to stay in contact with the different churches in the community and go to each church every quarter. Bringing the church back into the community helps keep us engaged, and it also keeps us working with one another, because the village of Dalton really needs prayer, not just for what we've been going through, but for what is to come. So please keep those 2 dates, April 26th for Recycle and April 23rd for prayer for Dalton. That's all I have. And thank you to the residents of Dalton for giving me another 4 years, because I'm claiming it now.
Thank you, Trustee Belcher. I certainly will throw it over your way now. Any additional announcements?
Yes.
Absolutely, Trustee Norwood.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I just like to say that I'm so happy to see everyone tonight. I'm just thankful for the residents, for your presence, for your love, for your hot cocoa a few weeks ago. Cheers. I just want you all to know that teamwork makes the dream work. You don't realize how simple something like a cup of coffee is when you're like really, really cold, right? But it really meant a lot. The weather is breaking, so we know that the season is changing. The Chicago Sky Game is coming up, right? So they're about to start playing again this year. If you are not subscribed to our Dalton Trustees page on YouTube, please do so for announcements. If you're not following my trustee Brittany Norwood page on Facebook, please do so that you can register in time, because typically the tickets go pretty fast, okay? And we all know that a family that goes to basketball games together stays together, okay? So thank you kindly, guys, and you're looking good.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Trustee Norwood. There you go. Go with my brother, Trustee Stan Brown.
I just like to say the residents did speak, and that's good and understandable. I got an energetic board here. Tammy Brown had me in class today for 2.5 hours. So got to get my brain to work again. I just like to say a date is coming that the pastor, myself, and Abundant Living Christian Center, we're looking at starting a fashion designer class for youth and adults. So that day is coming. We got some fashion designers that will be visiting us, so that'll be coming shortly. So if anyone like to do fashion designing, we're gonna put it together. So thanks again. Look like a lot of energy right here. So it looks like it's gonna be a good time. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Trustee Stan. Couple of comments from me. I do, as always, want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank our host at Dalton Park District for their continued and ongoing partnership, allowing us use of this space as many times as they have. So I know I want to acknowledge a commissioner. I think I saw President Commissioner Sandra Wells. Is Commissioner Wells present? Okay, well, she'll be coming in. I'm sure she's working as always. And I see the Park District President, Cleo Jones. I want to give him a round of applause. And I want to double down on that round of applause. If I hear it correctly, let me know you received the Joe Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award this weekend. For all the hard work and efforts that you do. So I want to say thanks to those, Commissioner Kyle Rochelle, Commissioner Gail Towers, and Commissioner Willis Harris, if I hadn't seen them. So they're also members on that board. Thank you for your partnership. There was some talk about the upcoming. I want to just encourage everybody. Well, I want to thank everybody, of course, for coming out to vote. We reached approximately 4,500 votes. So the vote turnout is what is critical. It went up from about 2,900 to 4,500 residents being engaged and making sure that we care. We have an upcoming election April 1st, and we want to make sure that we continue to have engagement, everybody's voice be heard, no matter who you vote for. So make sure your voice is heard. That engagement and inclusion will mean a lot, not only for the city of Dalton or the village of Dalton. Also, it goes a long way into making sure that our population or our counts, we can get more resources into the community. A more engaged community brings more dollars, and Lord knows we're going to need some of those. Again, thanks for all the encouragement. And I want to highlight throughout the previous campaign or election, myself, of course, with our colleagues on the board, my running mates, really were encouraged by the support that we got. And what we really tried to embody and work to embody at all times is listening to the voice of the residents. The slogan "Clean House" came from a Dalton resident. It was Allison. Okay, I'm going to forget the name, but it's not Clerk Allison. It's a Dalton resident, Allison. As we talked about what's needed, it was brainstorming with former Commissioner Kevin Bowen that we came up with changing the narrative of Dalton. So this board is about making sure that we listen to the residents and we are able to actually take things and put them into action. That's really what we're here to do. The talent we know is already in this village. We just have to continue to band together. You're gonna forgive me because I'm drawing a blank on your last name. This wonderful woman here, right here. Mrs. Wheatley almost took my speech when she went up there. But I have to say that as we're talking about changing the narrative, we've all come together under one common goal and one common good. Many people are saying, let's see how they stick together now. Because in the weight of what we've gone through, there still is a lot of hurt and a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. Over the last 12 years, our village has always remained divided, board versus mayor. I think what made our most recent times is we made it community versus mayor, and that community extended into other states. And we want to always be mindful of what somebody else is going through. So if there's hard feelings with one another, we have to sit down together and learn how to talk it out. The board and myself, we will always remain here. We're going to continue the things that we've done well. We feel like Tea with the Trustees has been an overwhelming success. We're going to continue it. Trustee Belcher mentioned the night of prayer. That's going to continue to go. We see the activities that Trustee Tammy Brown is doing along with the expungement services, and honest to God, she is everywhere. Trustee Norwood, I'm surprised she's sitting still this long because she doesn't sit down, but she will be doing awesome things with the youth. And Trustee Stan Brown is committed to mowing every grass in the village of Dalton for free. Is that what I heard you say? Okay, I didn't hear that. He is committed to being a dedicated member with our Public Works Committee and other committees, as he's always been an active member of this community. So I'm saying that there's going to be some rough days ahead. So we're turning the curve, but we want to do it together and continue that same community spirit. I guess that's my message. So having said that, we're going to conclude now, and I'm going to move into the village clerk's report and turn over to Deputy Clerk Montgomery.
Good evening again, everyone. I want to ask the board to approve the minutes for February 3rd, 2025 regular board meeting.
Okay, is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Okay, I heard a motion from Trustee Belcher. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? Hearing none. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
And Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Thank you, board. Motion passed.
Thank you very much. Next, we have the engineer's report. I do not see the engineer present with us this evening. I will pause it for a brief moment. Now, we did not have any pre-planned reports right now, but I will open to any department heads if they would like to give a report. I know we're kind of putting you on the spot. I will take the responsibility as we're working through kind of a change. No reports were required from the department heads, but if anybody has it on their heart or spirit to come give a report, I'm sure you'll be welcome with open and loving arms.
Come as you are.
That's all right. The floor is now closed, and everybody save those hugs for the Board of Trustees and the Deputy Clerk. Next, we will go into corporate bills. So I will read into record. I have here first the electronic warrant list for January 31st, 2025, with corporate payments of $136,581.10. Water fund register payments, $406,296.28. Total payments on this register, $542,877.38. Is there a motion to approve the electronic list as read?
I make a motion to approve the electronic warrant list.
Second.
Okay, that was a close call. Okay, I'm gonna say.
Pick any Brown.
All right, well, motion, Trustee Kiana Belcher, second, Trustee Tammy Brown. Any discussion on this? Okay, hearing none. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we'll go to our corporate AP list, which is dated March 3rd, 2025, with corporate payments, $918,029.33. Gross payroll February 7th, $434,043.37. Gross payroll February 21st, $416,263.49. Melanie Fitness Center payments, $1,244.32. Total payments on this register, $1,769,580.51. Is there a motion to approve these bills?
Motion to accept is read.
Here, motions, Trustee Stan Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we have motion second by trustee Norwood. Any discussion? No discussion. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we'll go into new business. Item A, a motion to approve resolution 25-001, proposing class 8 classification certain property within the village, 44 East Sibley. Dalton, PIN number is red. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Here, a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Here, a motion, trustee Belcher, second, trustee Norwood. Any discussion?
Yeah, I have discussion.
Okay, trustee Norwood.
I just want to state that in regards to the class 8s, because I know that in the past we've heard residents inquire regarding them. And I just want to make it known that our goal, we're discussing moving forward, and we're making plans to make our town whole. And with doing so, the business sector is a very important part. So I think that our goal is to make sure that we can keep these businesses occupied, and the ones that are vacant, we can bring new businesses and we can bring new revenues back to our town. And providing other businesses with a class 8 just makes it easier for them to stay, which would mean that we will have one less eyesore while we continue to rebuild what we have. And not only that, I would also like to make it known that my only suggestion to the businesses, and I hope that I can propose this or just suggest, is that we just make sure that as the board, as we're trying to make it easier for them, if they can just, in regards to the community, I know that it's a new business and they'll be hiring. If they can just keep it open to adult residents, that will be great for the community also, so that we can continue to build together. And we know that times are hard, so a lot of people are looking for jobs, and if they can find them in their own backyard, that'll be a plus also. That's it for me, Mayor President. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, trustee Norwood. I will make a comment. As businesses come into this community, it'll be as much of a mandate as legally possible. So that Mike doesn't look at me funny. That Dalton residents are hired, and we are working on community benefit agreements for new businesses as well. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Sure. Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
and Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next item on the agenda is discussion and approval of the CDBG Capital Improvement Application Resolution 25-002. Is there a motion?
I'll motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'm starting to get nervous. Hearing a motion and second, any discussion?
I have a discussion. Just the paperwork that came said 24, so I don't know if it was a typo or not for the application. Year 24 is Keith here, because I looked at it afterwards. So I just wanted to make sure it was for the new year.
Okay. I think they were going to get him. Mike, is there a motion that we can make that whole encompass?
You can make the motion to approve it and then correct the date if there's a typo.
All right. So the motion will be that we approve the ordinance and correct the date if typo is identified.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Any additional discussion? Okay, Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next item is item C, a motion to approve collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Dalton and Dalton Professional Firefighters Association Local 3766, beginning May 1st, 2020 through April 30th, 2027. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
Here, a motion, trustee Belcher, second, trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion?
No.
No discussion. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next up, we have item D, motion to approve global settlement agreement with Dalton Professional Firefighters Association Local 3766 to resolve pending grievances and matters before Labor Relations Board as outlined in the agreement. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
I heard motion trustee Belcher, second trustee Norwood. Any discussion? Hearing none, deputy clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we have is item E, motion to approve collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Dalton and the Illinois FOP Labor Council representing the record technicians. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Second.
Here, a motion trustee Belcher, second trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion?
Yes.
Trustee Belcher?
This is just for clarity. We discussed it at the last board meeting. So this is to approve the records clerk for the police department's contract.
Okay.
That's it.
Any further discussion? All right, deputy clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next we have item F, direction to pay judgment entered in Nexstar Media versus the Village of Dalton, case 24CH5094, in the amount of $52,124.26. Is there a motion?
Actually, Mayor Pro Tem, there's no need to have a motion on this. I asked for this to be put on the agenda just as a matter of information for the general public. This is just to put on the agenda to advise the public that a judgment was entered against the Village of Dalton in the case that you just listed out. This is a FOIA case, and the reason I wanted it on the agenda and make everyone aware that although there's going to be a change in administration, unfortunately, the next board and the residents of the village are going to be faced with cleaning up a number of matters that you're inheriting from the current administration. This is a result of a FOIA dating back to late of 2023, wherein Nexstar Media issued a FOIA request looking for Mayor Henyard's credit card statements, the leases for her security detail, and payroll records for Mayor Henyard for the year of 2023. Obviously, these are all records and information that are generally available at the Village Hall, easily obtainable, but for reasons that I don't think need to be stated, the records were not turned over, despite a number of requests by Nexstar Media. In fact, there was a change of who the FOIA officer was at the time at the Village of Dalton in an effort to block the information from going out. And unfortunately, they had to file a lawsuit, and they won their lawsuit. With these FOIA requests, if they're not answered in a timely manner, and if it's shown to be not answered in a deliberate or bad faith manner, they're entitled to their attorney's fees. So the village has to pay out of this dollar amount a $2,500 penalty, which is minimal, although there should be no payment if the records are just turned over. But the village is stuck with a bill of attorney's fees for Nexstar Media in the amount of $49,624.26. So that's what brings it up to the $52,000. So because these records were not turned over, which again, it's a matter of simple record keeping in the village. The records were available. There's no reason not to have turned these documents over. The taxpayers are going to end up having to pony up $52,000. So I just wanted everyone to be made aware of that and why that's on there, rather than just people being FOIA or become aware of the judgment against the village. I think they're deserving of some background information. Unfortunately, I think you inherited a number of other litigation cases, a number of FOIA cases, and we're working for to get those resolved, but it's going to cost the village money.
Okay. Thanks for that update, Attorney McGrath.
Don't get me
I
there,
think we'll
Billy.
go next into the motion to override Mayor Henyard's de facto veto of Pablo Cafe's liquor license. Is there a motion to override this de facto veto?
I make a motion.
Okay, is there a second? Second. Your motion, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee Stanley Brown. I'll ask, you want to elaborate on this? I'll ask Attorney McGrath to elaborate something.
If I can, I apologize for my voice. I think I'm losing it from singing last Tuesday night. But in any event, we had to go to court many months ago to obtain a preliminary injunction to allow the mayor pro tem to sign checks to make payments where or when Mayor Henyard and her administration refused to make payments for items that were approved. We've now learned that there's a number of locations, businesses that are not getting their business licenses or liquor licenses either renewed or signed off on, even though they're qualified and able to have liquor licenses. One example is Pablo's Cafe, which Mayor Henyard's administration moved to terminate their liquor license a couple of years ago. Pablo's Cafe appealed that to the Illinois Liquor Control Commission, which ruled last August that they were entitled to have their local liquor license. Despite the state ruling last August that Pablo's was entitled to have a liquor license, Mayor Henyard and her administration refused to grant or sign off on any liquor licenses. So we went back to court in the last couple of weeks, and Judge Cohen allowed us to extend or make the preliminary injunction broader to allow the mayor pro tem to sign off on liquor licenses where they're entitled to have such a liquor license. So Pablo's liquor license was prepared, sat on the mayor's desk for a couple of weeks. She refused to sign the liquor license. So, pardon me, Judge Cohen views actions like that as being a de facto veto of the liquor license. So we have to follow certain steps and let the public know and put it on an agenda that the board is acting to override the de facto veto by Mayor Henyard and not signing Pablo's Cafe. So with this motion, if it is approved, the mayor pro tem can sign Pablo's liquor license after this meeting rather.
All right, and Attorney McGrath, let me, just for clarity, if the board were to not move forward, then that would put us at another losing lawsuit. Am I correct on that?
Pablo's Cafe has a current lawsuit against the village based upon the actions of Mayor Henyard. This does not remedy or take care of that case completely. That case is continuing. Hopefully we can resolve that in short order, but this will allow Pablo's Cafe to have their local liquor license and then open up once they comply with all of their code sections.
Okay, thank you very much. Any further discussion? Did we motion second?
There was a motion in second.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Trustee Belcher?
No, I was saying, yes, we motion. to second.
Okay, so with that being said, I'll ask Deputy Clerk, please call the roll on this item.
Sure. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, and then we have item H, which is the approval of settlement in Karen Johnson versus Village of Dalton. Case described in the agenda in the amount of $35,000. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion by Trustee Belcher, second by Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay. And at this point, we have already completed executive session. I believe we have reached the conclusion of our agenda.
Won't he do it?
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Hearing a motion, Trustee Belcher. Second, Trustee Stan Brown. Please call the roll.
All right, y'all. We got a little bit to talk about, y'all.
Aye. Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
All right.
Motion passed. Meeting adjourned at 8 p.m.
All right, y'all, let's get to it. We about to break this down real quick. I'm going to do that right now. Shout out to my moms who's here with me. I love you. Now, honeymoon, you my boo. We going to go through it. You already know 8 balls all up in the chat. That's why I say it's nothing wrong with having a small channel. It's just about the substance. And I do honestly believe, and I said it plenty of times, that I do think they're listening to at least the people who have the substance. Now, you know, we have talked about Pablo's. We just re-updated y'all on Pablo's, saying that, oh my God, they're going to be basically taking this into the new administration. It's just going to be a lot to follow through. They had stuff already scheduled up to October for it to be the closing date, to get all of the hearing information in and, you know, sharing all the evidence. And as well as, I do believe, keep your eyes open, going to throw another ball out there, Yvette towing is coming up. A lot of the lawsuits that we have brung up and just kind of reiterated with, it seems to be coming up on the agenda. So that is a blessing. But what makes, because I'm hitting Pablo's, what makes Pablo's case so significant, because as the lawyer said, well, this is only going to hit half of the monkey, half of the issues, because when you remember, that case was so gross. We had Short Arms Lacey locking him up several times. I think it was about 8 or 9, 11. No, it was 11. Remember, I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 coming in there without a warrant. Not to mention, hold on, no. Matter of fact, let me switch this up. Let me clarify this. The 11, I believe, was Yvette towing. Pablo's, he had about, I'm correcting it, 3 or 4 events with them running down on him, but they got mad after he talked to the media, remember? And then they chased after the media. I do apologize for mixing it up. Y'all know it's so many stories, but the other one had 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, it was just gross. Either way, Lacey was involved in both of those cases. So what it looks like to me is that a portion of it is going to be settled as far as his license, and hopefully he can get on board to start doing business out there. As far as the Lacey running in, unlawful detainment, all of that, they're going to still have to pay. Another thing that I want to highlight, I just sent you the agenda. It took me a second to find it too, girl. Love you and thank you for all your support. Best of Us, when you said, oh my God, $52,000 judgment for freedom of information request denial. This is what I've been telling you guys. They are on it. And when you put freedom of information requests, follow up, because it is a liability. So that's why they do take it serious. The ones who know that a lawsuit can't follow. I have talked to my people in the background and say, baby, they're about a second because the lawsuit is going to come. Yes, I can sue them for not providing the information they're supposed to provide. I.e. example, when they said, I told you, I sent in, I don't know if you heard that, I sent in a freedom of information request in January about Officer Carlton, and they said they had no records. So that's what we were talking about just before the meeting start. And public access is following up right now. And I told you I got a good relationship with them because I'm nice. I practice kindness. They like, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with your situation. So what are you trying to tell us about this? They didn't have an attitude or nothing. I said, baby, here go the facts. I didn't say baby. I said it professional. So with that goes to say, if you put any freedom of information request in, know the liability is on the person you putting it in to. They have a certain amount of time to respond. Usually it's 7 days. They ask for, or 14, depending on state. They ask for extension. You give it to them. If you feel like something is funny, you can move it forward to a public access network in your state. Pray to God that Trump don't dismantle it. because we have to do all of that our damn self. Okay. Now let me just get back to it. Do y'all want me to put the agenda on the screen since the meeting is done? I could just put it on the screen, y'all. Thank you for being with me. You know, y'all can be anywhere, but y'all gonna get it here today. Y'all know what we do. Let me make sure I got the right one up. Because this is the 8-Ball Club group. This is the 8-Ball Club. I'm so grateful because they really fixing stuff, though. That's my main thing. It's cute to be, yay, I'm right. Or, yeah, I predict that. But I really need these people to fix stuff. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. This is, hold on. I have wrote some notes down. So, here, let's just start from the top. Motion resolution, the proposal for Class 8 classification. Now, the reason why I think they went into detail to discuss that, they was like Grace watching. She gonna go get the law. She gonna tell them what the hell it is. So they didn't explain what the laws is, but they did try to, you know, shut up, pussyfoot. I'm just playing. They tried to like shuck it down. Like, let me tell y'all the reason why we doing this, because we're trying to retain businesses. It's okay. This is okay, but it's a little bit too much for me. You know, so this was Cook County Assessor's Office, and this is the classification. So this is a Class 8. Now, when I was looking at the agenda, I can't tell if it's RC, or EC, because I was kind of reading that. You saw me when I had the serious face. I was looking for this. So I'm thinking it's going to fall under, let's say if it's industrial, let's say, or commercial. Hold on, what it is? Classification of certain properties. So it didn't say if it was industrial or if it was commercial in the agenda, but basically industrial properties. Imagine this: 10% for the first 10 years and for any subsequent 10-year renewal. Now, I don't know if it's more than one, but subsequent mean the following, and they have to apply for it. So it'll be 20 years of taxes of 10%. If they don't renew in the first 10 years, then the incentive, it says if the incentive is not renewed, then it basically kind of moderately go up, where it'll be 15% on the 11th year and 20% by the 12th year. The goal is to get it to 20%. I just think the incentive is a little bit too long. Maybe you could do 5 year or even 2 year and 5 year. Baby, y'all know how I am. I'm frugal with some shit. So I think that's probably why they went in to say that, like, hey, but then he also talked about making sure that the business incentive incorporates hiring or community hiring. So this Class 8 EC at the bottom, we're just going to zoom it up. Commercial property, 10%. This is kind of like the same thing for the first 10 years and for the subsequent year, 10 years with renewal. If the incentive is not renewed, 15% in 11 years, 20% in 12 years, including properties in the critical emergency employment retention modification program. So it sounds like, I want to re-listen to that, but it sounds like this Class 8 may incorporate that. And that's why I said, put an 8-ball on there, guys, because that's exactly what we were talking about. You're going to bring something in, make sure that it's going to be employable for your class of residents. You know, it's cute to bring a semiconductor factory in there, but how many of your children taking science and becoming engineers and that type of stuff? I mean, there's other jobs like you know, cafeteria or maintenance, but well, you know what I'm saying? Well, we can't get engineers, things like that. You know, and that goes right into the school program, education. What I did like was that, again, they stress, come down and talk to us, give us your ideas, because it is more than just, we got 20 days and we're going to get clean house in there. It is the time to ask those questions, and they're saying, come with your ideas. Let's see what we can do. Now, I do want to highlight this. I gotta highlight this. I gotta be fictitious. Don't beat my butt. Miss Brown, Miss Tammy Brown. Now, I made the face like I was back there making hella faces. Y'all know I like to react, but because I knew we were watching this in real time, I had to take a whole glass and shut the hell up. Miss Tammy Brown, you came up with that incentive program 2 meetings ago or so. because I was excited as all hell. I was to help expunge some people record. Like I said, people can be you don't have to just throw everybody in the garbage, especially if they rehab themselves, if they acclimated back into society in a manner that's going to be productive after jail. I just pray our jail start doing better, as far as getting them prepared for outside. But this particular program, I was looking for, like, yeah. But I just missed a lot. Oh, it's okay. You can rewind. So basically, she didn't have it yet, and I'm like, am I getting deja vu when you said that the lawyer father died? I think that was 2 months ago. Am I not mistaken? So I hope that they get that off the ground and that don't be nothing that linger on and kind of like just disappear, because I do think people may need that. So I was like, Tammy, I love you. You be right on task, quiet, minding your business, but you better get another lawyer up in there, expunge them damn papers. Okay, so also she said meet them on April 23rd for prayer in Dolton. And I do think that Dolton need prayer, but it's more than prayer. Dalton need God, because people pray, but they don't pray to God. So when you keep God in your heart, you move a little different and you pray a little different. But when you just like, I just give me the car, get this child in my face. Yeah, y'all gonna need a little bit of Jesus in y'all life. So when y'all pray, I'm gonna be praying for y'all. Say, Holy Spirit, bring the Jesus Christ into them. Because when you have the Christ consciousness in the heart, you're gonna do a little better. Shout out to Stan. I'm gonna just have to say this. Stan remixed the Bible. At least he know part of the Bible. I think he did Psalms 91, Psalms 21 mixed up with a little bit of remix in your life. But like God says, he just wants you to talk to him. So that's why I was cracking up. I wasn't disrespecting Stan prayer. Especially even when Hunt was praying, I felt like people shouldn't have disrespected the prayer. I was laughing because I was like, did he just remix Psalms 91 and 121 and then put a little spice in the middle of it? I'm gonna kick Stan ass. Excuse my language. So that was funny. Also, I did want to show you guys, but I wasn't totally prepared. Shout out to Brittany. You know why? Because y'all remember a while ago I had showed y'all the video of Brittany, not Brittany, of them doing like Zoom dancing and stuff, Zumba. And I was like, yo, let me find out these ain't out there moving. They just showing it. Like, I don't see them moving. Brittany was getting down. Fuck around, find out. I'll probably pull up the video. But I want to definitely just say shout out to Brittany, because she was there doing her Zumba, lifting her legs higher than the average. So she wasn't perpetrating a fraud. I really appreciated that. So I just had to put that out there. I don't have the clip right this second. I'm not about to get distracted. But yeah, Brittany was out there doing her damn thing. So I like to see that, because they were bringing this stuff in. They're bringing what they're bringing to the people and in real time to real life, and also showing that they real people. And I love that. That's what I love. Because the first time I was like, they not even Zumba, and who the hell not? And shit, Brittany was like, lift them legs, lift them legs. I said, oh shit, she doing better than me. My little ass be over there huffing and puffing because I haven't been working out, y'all. All right, let's see what else. All right, so Stan did mention something. I appreciate it, Stan, but baby, I'm gonna have to have you raise the bar. He mentioned something about fashion design. And I do understand the concept. I think it would try to gravitate younger people there, but in this particular situation, we can't do a play it type of how can I say activity? I think it has to be in between what people like, indulge in what they need. So, ideas like branching and connecting with the college students and having them do incentive programs with you guys, as far as how to make sure how to get in college, apply for college loan, how to pass SATs, tutoring, um, starting a business for young people. I'm talking about some hardcore bangers, trades, teaching. Like, all right, this is what I was thinking. I just gotta throw this out here. Maybe y'all gonna do it. All right. So what they do to us as nurses that we always have to have like in service. Like, it's ridiculous. So what they do is every 6 months or once a year, they'll set up booths. and it'll literally like how a pop-up shop is set up, but they'll have each skill. So we'll do G tubes, we'll do Foley's, we'll do needle sticks, the easy stuff, the basic stuff, but these are all state requirements. So what I'm thinking with the youth thing, if y'all was to turn Melanie Fitness into a center for kids or young adults and adults to come together, that y'all can have those type of incentives. Like, okay, for instance, you do an exchange. How we do it's right at the tip of my tongue. I was just talking about it. Like, you basically will set up all the in services to deal with technical trades. That's what I want to say, trades. So one booth will be, example, fixing cars, and they'll have a little engine up there, and the kids could go there and play with it and try it. Electricity, and you got, this is how you split, and this one. You see what I'm saying? I like we're staying trying. I got you, boo. But we're gonna have to step it up just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Gonna come with some hardcore shit. Because yeah, you're gonna have to empower the people so they can fill the positions. So when you have little science fairs, chess clubs. Yep, my son was in chess in 3rd grade. Don't get fucked up. He hard-headed now, but he was in chess. You know, those type of things. So I do like what Stan was saying, but I do think it needs to be a little bit more. Okay, what else were we talking about? Okay, I'm making my way back because we're gonna get to Miss Cassandra. Okay, y'all. They like, when's she gonna talk about? Let's see how long Grace Levi is not gonna say the obvious. Okay, so let me just cut it the hell out. Now, another issue that we were talking about, not only just branch off with the job situation, but he mentioned that there's an issue with staffing. So it's an issue with staffing, and they mentioned that before. And when they were looking for a bigger budget, like for the water departments, you remember that the rapping water department man got mad a little bit. And I think that's when he a little bit turned on Henyard because he was like, this shit is too much. And then the video came about him about being a rapping thug, whatever. All right. So he was complaining about not having a budget for workers because the calls was so high. So what are we going to do now when we don't know the debt and what would be the budget and how, if you need employees, how would you retain them and actually get them? These are realistic things you have to talk about. Like, where's this money coming from? How will the training work? And what type of person are you looking for? How are you going to get them in there? Boom. Next thing we brought up, that damn water bill, dog. I knew it was going to come back up because it never got addressed. It's yelling. I hate her. Stink, stink. And I said, nobody really addressed this water bill thing. I did a whole little thing on it and I put it out there. I said, these people, the meters never got fixed. They're doing estimate bill. I would have been had a fucking hell water. Give me an estimate bill and I feel for an second that the shit is off. Oh no. And then I have to call you every month to schedule a reading. But then when you remember, y'all, when we would listen to Napoleon's objection and then they had the utilities person doing their little testimony, you know, we were listening. They go around wherever part Napoleon live at and just scan it with the thing. And I think they said that his scanner, like the transmission got blocked at one point. Y'all remember that? So they don't even have that equipment in Dalton. So it's an equipment issue, is an estimated bill issue that has not been addressed all this time. And this is, I think, way before Henyard went in, and they were all trustees. That's why I said we gotta pay attention to the facts and stop the bashing at this point because y'all got some shit to fix. It was cute and fun before, but nah, not when I'm still hearing about the water thing to this day. The same thing that Trina was on the news for. Am I tripping? Or am I tripping? All right, moving forward. This is the last thing where we're going to hit it on the head. And I got to say it. Hold on. No, we got more. Hold on. Just before I hit it on the head, we're going to go over these lawsuits when we do the deep dive. just to make sure that we know what's going on. So, okay, no, that's what I was going to look into, the Next Star one. So we did talk about that, the Next Star. I was like, what is that? And that's a Freedom of Information request. So we went over that, $52,000 and more coming, but they being nice to me, so I love it. And the most important thing that I'm gonna have to just say is, I understand what y'all saying. Okay, when it comes to Missy, dun, 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 I'm gonna have to put her on the screen this time. Put her on the glass. I'm gonna have to say I'm heavily disappointed. I am. Okay. Let me just give y'all a little background, just not long, but the reason why I am the way I am. I grew up around really rough women. My grandmother's more rough than my mother. Grandma, shut up, sit down, don't cry. But at the end of the day, she showed me actions of love, and I grew into that. That's not the best because I'm pretty much over that. I don't like all of that, But as a kid, you kind of get acclimated to that, and then you see good in people, and then you see that they got flaws. That's probably what y'all see in me, where I could get it because I've been around those women like that, and you like, oh, I don't know how to take her, like da 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 da, until you give someone a chance. That's why I just kept saying, at least give her a chance, because I knew she had that strong demeanor, but then I felt like it's still good in her. But I have to say, calling someone a little girl need to get a life. Now, I don't know if that resident is telling the truth, but I don't think she's lying. And the interaction to cause anxiety, dun, 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 I got to mention it to, that is a little bit too much. And that's not what Dolton need. No, Dolton need love, compassion, not to be taken for advantage and, shucked and jive, with that compassion, with focus, diligence, and a plan, not jabbing, not talking around shit. And if I'm gonna tell y'all now, I ain't never scared. I'm gonna still come to this day when it comes to Alexis. But if I heard House, Brittany, all of them talking in circles, I would say something. I ain't never scared. Just like I just said with Stan, baby, I love you. Well, you go ahead and step it up. And I'm not seeing the talking in circles because I'm quick to highlight it. So when someone is addressing you directly and they're asking about, and even if they're coming off a little weird to you, in that position as running for mayor, I have to say it is not acceptable at all. That's why I won't run for public politics, because ain't nobody gonna shut me up about decor. Say what the hell I want to say. But when you about to run for those things, you have to represent properly. Also, to highlight, we are all God's children, and like I said, you be saying, people saying all this shit, but you're a reflection of God. He gonna get you. The people out there know what the hell I'm talking about. Not everybody gonna get that. So I have to say, that's not acceptable. I don't like it. I did hear something about a statement about Alexis. I do feel the same statement. I have to be honest. The same statement that Cassandra said, that the residents are unlearned. I believe she's unlearned about some things, and y'all know it. And I think the reason why I have and still I got compassion for her, because I got compassion for anyone, is because she remind me of women who I grew up with. And yes, they be thinking that my mama be, oh, my Jimmy Machu, my Jimmy Machu. I'm like, girl, I don't care about your pocketbook. So I grew up around bougie ass women that kind of be like, rah. So that's probably why, like I said, I have more of affinity, but they not, like I say, if it be too much hateful, too much this, too much that, it's good to not deal with it. And that's why I'm gonna be honest, that's why I don't deal with a lot of people in my family right now. I can't. That's why I say I can't even not tell the truth, because I'm not beat for the drama, I'm not beat for the not listening, talking over your feelings. This what I'm doing. So I'm not mad at y'all. But what I will say, just for your sake, move with a little bit of integrity, because you can't expect somebody to have more integrity than you when you sounding like a little ass kid. Shots fired to some shit I've been seeing in Dalton. I said, yo, y'all motherfuckers kids. Go look at, and I just ran it down when it comes to Madam Cassandra, because I know a lot of people wanted to hear, like, why the fuck is Grace not really saying it? Because I was having hope that people would just be grown, respectful, loving, and focus on the situation and get the facts out. I was just praying. But for the resident to come out and say that, and then she not at the meeting to represent herself, because if I was running, I'd be all up in that meeting trying to run y'all asses over. Even though y'all hate me, I'll be like, it's okay. I'm trying. Yup. I'll be outside. I mean, you're going to have to stick to your shit. So, yeah, I'm still, it's going to be messy, and I ain't going to have nothing to do with it and still. But like I said, the comments that I read, I was like, yo, I need you guys to read half of the shit that y'all put down in the comments and choose your youngest child that can talk, walk, pee, and potty, and ask yourself, would they say that shit? And then you're going to know that you're living in your second childhood and instill the behavior. It's not acceptable, but do your thing. So again, I want to say shout out to all my moms. I love you guys. Honeymoon. You already know, because you've been watching, and you the first person that really started realizing that my shit was coming out synchronized. And I told y'all I'm gonna predict things, not by choice, but by spirit. Some things I just say, and I'll be like, "Why the did I say that?" And everybody in the room look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with her? Where did that come from?" I'll be like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble again." And then I ride it out, and then the truth come out. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys. Most likely, I'll be switching up my live. I'll probably be live on Wednesday because I still got a lot to do. But I do got to upload that I possibly could put out tomorrow, just a replay. But Wednesday, I really want to do my deep dive on Kamal. I mean, it's so many different subjects or different, chapters we got to pay attention to and highlight. We're going to try to make that Fed ready. Motherfucking popo ready. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to add all the buffer in the inside. You know what we do. Make it a deep dive. We're going to cut it up and then have it on replay so y'all can watch the Focus Live. How about that? So with all that being said, thank you for being here. Thank my 20 people that put it on replay. I know y'all going to be here afterwards because I broadcast a little different. But until then, love and blessings to all my Hebrew brothers that let me use your music. I appreciate you for spreading God's word through music. Shout out to Judah. Much love.
Breath allow y'all. Eyes up, but every knee gon' bow y'all. The spirit moved upon the waters, it got life in it. Let there be a firmament and you put lights in it. Sitting above the waters is your footstool. Every tree yielding fruit, that's that good food. You put lights up in the heavens for seasons and days. And our years too, we trying to get back to the ways. Everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket to pull. They not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey. You a rapper. Hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket to pull. Hey, they not like us. I took a pocket to pay. Take it for hey. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio? Cause you should've got low. I got y'all in my opinion.